my bad.
What's cracking, everybody? What's cracking? What's cracking? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So today, you see, we got Free World Robert. I wish I had the thing right here where I could hit the button and they clap, but nobody's clapping for this cat. Anyways, so
Damn. I don't know.
he
You
did
see now what's
he
clapping.
hey he's somebody I did time with a long time ago. He was 18, 19 years old when I met him. He has a YouTube channel and he's done videos on doing time with me. I did one. I actually didn't even say where did he go. Look at this, Vato. Okay, you're
I
back.
don't know
You
what the
disappeared for a second. Did you see that?
yeah.
So, anyways, it was actually one of my subscribers yesterday during a live that said, "Hey, did you see the video that Free World Robert did?" I'm just gonna call you Robert because it's so hard to say that shit fast. And I was like, "Holy shit!" Because I had lost contact with him. He had lost contact with the world. I don't know where he went. He found an underground tunnel to the center of the earth. I don't know what the fuck. So we're gonna get at him today, find out what happened, reintroduce Robert to you guys and YouTube, and hopefully blow his channel up. So what's cracking, big dog?
What's up, man? Yeah, so I went away for a little bit. Uh, the last conversation I did have when I was talking to you, and I was on my way to New York 'cause I was just trying
Mm,
to really enter into a new chapter into my life. Uh, I was going out to New York because I had got a scholarship to go to an art school out there. And so, for the past 7 months, almost to a year, I was just focused on that. I was just trying to um, hone in the gifts that I have. And while I was doing that, I started being allowed. I started working with the Catholic Church. I started working with a couple priests that I had known. They used to come to see me in Pelican Bay Shoe. And the dude was like my brother, man. He was a good man. Um, let's just say that it didn't end well. The dude was lying to me on a constant basis. I had just entered into an interstate compact, so I had transferred my parole from California to New York, and in doing so, I was under an organization that was part of the Catholic Church, and man, let's say this: I didn't get my scholarship. I didn't go to school for art. I just spent 7 months out there working, saving up money while at the same time still paying rent at a transitional housing up there.
mhm.
I learned New York, but I ended up leaving because this dude was. I mean, damn. I mean, what they say about them priests is real. I mean, shoot, this dude really tried to yeah, straight up get the dun dun dun. This dude tried to put the moves on me, man. Like I was like, what the hell? Like, man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I didn't never expected anything like that. My boy, I was like, damn, what the hell? And like I said, this dude had come to see me since 2011 in Pelican Bay Shoe, bro. You
Oh
know,
wow.
this was so this was
Let's
a
talk about
separate.
it.
This was a man. Let's. I should have known by his little
This was
mannerisms.
this is
Should have
oh
figured it out.
man.
But the dude had knew my family. The dude had, I've been there the whole time, even writing support letters for when I went to the board. And so I
Mhm.
had no suspicions that this dude deeply and secretly loved me in a way that I couldn't love him back. I didn't know. I don't never been in
Whoa.
that type of. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? And so I was just like,
Wow.
man, once he did that, I was like, man, I'm gonna and I'm gonna keep it real. Like I pushed him. I got aggressive. I got everything.
Okay. There you
And
go. We're not condoning violence to anybody,
no,
but I was
that's
like,
it's
damn,
it
did you
was a
just walk
shocker.
away?
Yeah, no, definitely, it was a shocker. And yeah, and I had already put violence behind me, but
There you
nonetheless,
go.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that in my life, and
Hmm.
and so it really threw me for it threw me. I mean, not for a loop, man. I somersaulted and all kinds of stuff after that.
Hey,
But
did you real quick? Is he the reason why you got the apocalypto haircut?
no, no, the apocalypto haircut is so that I could tie the blade like that. So I don't want violence. So to back up, but at the same time,
There
I'm
you
just moving
go.
like this. so I'm able to defend myself
So
on it. You know,
so let's get away from that the secret love affair that never was, but in somebody's mind it was. That's crazy, homie.
it's crazy,
But
man.
how was New York?
New York. Where do I start? So one, as far as the transitional housing systems out there concerned, I mean, it's almost the same as California. The price that I was paying for my rent was $400, which was really cheap in
Oh
New York.
shit.
And
Yeah.
I had a big old room. There was no
Roommate?
there was no roommate. There was no security in a sense, so I was able to go in and out as I pleased. You know, if I chose to, and because I was
Did you
living in
say
Spanish,
tent?
no security.
Okay, I thought you said there was no security in the tent. I was like, what?
No, hell no, shit. That's I'm pretty sure they had tents out there, but those were shelters. You know, I wasn't up in
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Okay.
So, uh, and so with New York, you know, I was able to go in and out of my room if and I was living in Spanish Harlem, so um, that's in Manhattan, and I was on 103rd in Lexington in New York. Nice area, nice, cool, but
Shout out
it
to New
was
York.
yeah. Shout out to everyone in there, you know, all my Rican family out there. And so it was cool. I met a bunch of great guys. I mean, wow. I mean, it was a really deep experience. Just put it like this: in the summer, the women are not allowed to wear. They don't have to wear shirts. So because they're all into this designer thing, they're wearing lingerie and they're moving
Okay, hold up. California, catch up.
catch up.
California,
Yeah,
catch up.
California catch
We're
up
allowed to
because
look. We're allowed to look.
yeah, and
I
over
guess
there
I'll play back to you. My bad.
over there you're looking all day because everybody in New York, all of them, they're beautiful. They're from all over the different parts of the world. So
Wait a
like the
minute.
way, yes,
They look better
yes,
than California women?
no, nothing looks better than California women.
Okay, I was gonna say that. What the?
Yeah, that's out. That's out. I mean, you know what New York looks like. You know what it looks like. Here they are, right?
Yeah,
Here
they
they
got
are.
some fine women too, though.
Oh man, damn Puerto Ricans
Shit.
are amazingly beautiful. But everybody, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's beautiful out there. You know, Colombian, Venezuelan, uh, you name it. People from Nicaragua, what they're coming there. They're coming with their culture. So it's a very cultural impacted small city, right? But it's beautiful. I mean, just the skyscrapers alone. You walk, you don't see nothing
Small
ruined.
city. You talking about where you were? Because I
No,
heard. I
New
mean, New
York
York's
is it's
huge, no?
no, it's not that big. I mean, it's big, but at the same time, it's in
It's
Manhattan where
tall.
I
It's
was at.
everything's up.
Everything's it's
It's
big,
because
bro.
you know
Like,
how out here everything's spread out, but New York everything's up, huh?
bro, you can't go to New York and expect to see everything. There's so much to see. You have to
Hmm.
be there for the rest of your life and still not see everything because it's
Yeah.
constantly it's they're rebuilding, they're remodeling. I mean, if you're seeing a building that's climbing all the way up, best believe that's for a $4 million apartment that the bougie are
Damn.
going to be buying, right? It's a trip, you know. But
Okay.
even when it comes to like the social welfare and all that, it's different from California. California, they give you more. They'll give you more cash flow. They'll give you more stuff that you got coming for if you're barely being released. Um, and there's more job opportunities in New York. You can always find a job out there, no matter what. There's always a job. But
Mm.
um, because it's a sanctuary for immigrants,
Mm-hmm.
everyone has a job there. Everyone has a job.
Mm.
So it's not like out here where they're not hiring people that are still trying to get their legalization, which is unfortunate. You know, I wish that they would kind of pick that up over here in California. You know, to give people meaningful opportunity to really change their lives.
Mm.
Um, so with that, I mean, but at the same, like, because I only lived like 2 blocks away from Central Park.
Mm.
Man, homie, I was able to just go run to Central Park and just run around. And Central Park is like the beach in
Mm.
California, right? So
Mm.
you're just running around, and all the women right there just just spread out with all
Wow.
their bikinis and everything. You're just like, whoa, and I'm talking about models, bro. You're just like, but you know what interests me the most was the subway
Mm.
system, the sub because you
I
could be
thought you
in
were
a
gonna say that priest. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, it was not an interesting man in my life. It was
Yeah, well, how was the subway? Because we're gonna get on to other stuff, you know. Because I know a lot of people are like, "Why are we talking about New York so much?" But
yeah, part of my
for us,
nightmares.
well,
Mm.
no, not only that. Look, us being in prison or being in jail the majority of our lives, we don't even think out here, you know, coming out of Southern California. I'm gonna go see New York. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you had an experience that a lot of people wish they had. I will be heading out to New York at some point. By the way, I almost forgot. Make sure you check out Food and Fallon's new video. I'm gonna try to put the link in the description. He's in Chicago right now. He's got a Chicago review, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Um, but I wanted to get back to so you're gonna start putting out more content on your channel, right? You're gonna get back into
Yes,
the YouTube thing.
yes. I'm gonna
Okay.
get back into the YouTube, and I've already got a couple videos loaded up. I'm really gonna showcase a lot of the art that I do, because I did a couple murals in New York. My whole intention is to also do some murals out here, while at the same time live stream them so that you guys can see how I'm working and how I'm able to just flow with the gift that the Lord has given me. While at the same time introducing merch, uh, you know, lowrider magazine, stuffed animals, and stuff that I'm gonna be selling, even some of my prints of my artwork. While at the same time talk about the stories that I didn't really get to touch on the last time that I was doing my YouTubes, and you know, I want to be able to showcase the new experiences, the new tastes, the experiences of life, what I'm doing, which is all new for me, which may be old for everybody else, but for me, amazing. I mean, I can't wait to start going to Europe. We got some trips planned for Europe next year. I definitely want to go to Israel once everything dies down. Like,
Mhm.
I definitely want to go out there and just living life, really, really showcasing the freedom that I have, and at the same time, give you guys an opportunity to really see how freedom has impacted me. Because,
Mhm.
man, if there's anything that I love waking up to the sunshine. It's just without
Mhm.
being in a concrete cell with having to trip on my bunkie over here blowing it up.
Yeah. Um, I wanted to touch on too where I did that video. I did a couple videos on my own crew trying to turn on me, and I never said a name. And it was funny because a couple people in the comments were like, "I think he's talking about Free World Robert, right?" And then
Yeah.
so when I was on the live the other day, and my subscriber was like, "Hey, did you see that video he did?" In the back of my head, I was like, "Don't tell me this fool tried to go in on me." So I went over there, and you guys check out the video. I'll try to put the link to that video and either up here or it's probably gonna be over there, or I'll put it in the description. It was a very good video. Um, you know, eh, when we have supposedly we have an impact on people's lives, we don't always know it. And the homie was humble in his video and talked about the impact I had in his life. When we did bump heads, I didn't want to bump heads with him because I knew he was being utilized by older dudes around him and didn't realize it. You know what I mean? And I felt like they should have got at me and not use him. Because I remember Robert doesn't always remember all the detail. It's a gift and a curse. I fucking remember everything. I
Uh-huh.
like everything what it was really about, and it was over fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
Over nothing.
But yeah, it was over nothing. But like he said, it was great that nothing came of it. And so I just want you guys to go over there and check out that video. I wish he wasn't in that restaurant fucking with all that noise, but you do have subtitles, so it does help out. But gracias for that video. I just want to say that.
Yeah, no, you're welcome, bro. And I think that when we're telling stories, I mean, we can always look at it from our own perspective and really enhance who we are in the storyline, right?
Yeah.
And but that's not cool. That's not being real to ourselves. It's like
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants violence. I mean, as much as somebody wants to go into the system, or rather share a story and talk about, yeah, I wanted to go do this. I wanted to. No, that's not the way it rolls, because you're going into a situation that you don't know the outcome of.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know the outcome. You could think you're big, badass, all you want, but at the end of the day, you could get plugged up by 3, 4 dudes, and you don't even know what's happening because you don't know what the
Especially in
next
there.
person is thinking. Yeah, and and,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember with our issue, it wasn't even an issue. It was just comadre stuff. It was straight comadre.
Exactly.
Them telling me, "Oh, this dude's saying this and is that right? Well, what's up?"
Yep.
Because I was a little hothead at the time, you know. Where I think about it now, I'm like, damn, man. I wish that I had learned how to change that part of my life
Mhm.
then, because then I would have been able to listen to the mentorship that the mentorship that you were giving me, because you had a lot to offer. And you know what I trip out on right now is that sometimes you'll be getting your little buzz on, right, on your lives, and I'm like, well, you didn't even drink back then, homie. You didn't even mess with that pruner. You didn't mess with a
Hey,
dang thing, man.
see, that's the thing I want to say, because there's a lot of people they hate on me, and they act like they know me, like never met me a day. If they did, they'd have a whole different understanding, right? But I've had dudes make videos
Uh,
that I was strung out on heroin and got in drug debt. So, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
dude, I can say that straight up. You never used. You were always slinging, so you always had that you always had money on your mind, even
Mm-hmm.
when you were trying to put that towards me. Me, yeah, I was using, I was doing all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was really messing my life up, but I wasn't living a true lifestyle as a criminal. I was living the lifestyle of an addict who was trying
Mm-hmm.
to make it in the
But
game, right? And
that's
there
a conversation.
people do,
Go ahead.
people do, you know. That's where I was at. But yeah, you didn't use. I remember I used to try to drink with you all the time. Every time we would make a batch, I'd be like, "What's up, fool? Take a good cup." No, I don't do that. I'm just gonna eat my rice and tuna. Well, hey,
Okay.
if anything, my
No.
boy ate sardines like a mug. I mean, I ain't never met somebody eat so much rice in my life, but
Hey, I used
you
to
know, he
fuck
had
it up.
sweet rice, sour rice, salty
Well, you
rice.
gotta you gotta remember, unfortunately, and this is an unfortunate thing, and hopefully it doesn't mess up people's packages. But Vatos used to go get a package, $200-300 package, drop it off at the table, and say, "Hey, homie, you could have the whole thing. Just leave me a little bit of cosmetics. Can I get a paper?" Say, hell yeah, let me go look in there. And I mean, the shit that they would have, I would feel bad, but I would take that box, give them their paper. You know what I mean? But no, this is a conversation that I had with Robert when we first started talking again. When I found out he was out, was um, he? I tried to lace him up in the way that I saw things in there. And at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. But I tried to lace him up my way, but he had a habit, and so he gravitated towards guys that had a habit. And I can't speak for him, but I've said it a lot in my videos where I saw a lot of youngsters, and you can say whether you fit this or not. I saw a lot of youngsters come in the system, and in their mind, being a tecato was part of being a homie. It was part of, like if you're a homie, you're gonna slam heroin. Whereas me, when I first went in, I saw anybody that had a habit, I don't care who they were. That was a weakness because I saw dudes bend rules and break rules for somebody that had the sack. And when I realized that when I first came in, I said, shit, if I have the sack, I'm more powerful than all these cats. I don't give a fuck how much juice they have. And now, the fat boy that used to be on the yard that was a connect, we were going to whack him and his celly at one point. Because to me,
Yeah,
I didn't give a fuck. You had the sack and he was my connect. But you know
yeah,
how I was. Well,
yeah,
what's right is right, so it doesn't always save you. Don't think you can go to prison and do whatever the fuck you want as long as you got the bag, because you're gonna have somebody like me that don't use that's gonna be like, "Fuck your dope."
yeah. And I remember that situation too with old boy, and I was just like, "Here, man," it's like, man, talk about what their indiscretions and what they were doing together. Ooh, but when it came to light, they turned on each other real quick.
Exactly, and that's what happens. But I don't know if you remember this, and I talked about it in a video. So these guys, I come out. These guys, the four of them had already spoke. I was the last one to come out, and they fuck what I gotta say, right? They were like, "Hey, we're gonna whack," and it was the selling. It wasn't. It was N. You guys decided you're gonna leave D alone and hit N, right? And I was like, "Hold up, what do you mean?" And they were like, "Yeah, this," and I knew what it was because these guys didn't want to lose the fucking dope man. They didn't want to
Yeah,
lose the connect, right? But so that's when I said, well, hold up, let me put something out there and see how we feel about it. I said, how about, because D was a fucking habitual liar. I said, how do we believe anything this dude says? The other one gets high, yeah, but he's not a fucking liar. The other one has the bag, but he's a fucking liar. I don't believe him for shit. I said, but this is what we could do. I said, we'll have them both pay us $500, and they both got to kick in 3 grams. Oh, these guys agree to that shit so fast.
man. Hey, but remember, it was during a time where D was losing his connect. So you remember he was struggling. He was going towards everyone, and of course he wanted to come towards the youngster. Hey, well, why don't you get it such and such? and we'll go ahead
Yeah.
and make this happen. And so he was trying to reel me in, but you guys had
Mm-hmm.
already told me that this dude was probably going to do that. So I was up to be like, yeah, you know what? I can't do that. Remember, he was like, oh, hey, I won't even charge you to bring in the glow. Just go ahead and send it to you. But I was more so like, heck
Yeah.
no, man, you got to try to rob me just like you did this. I was good on all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he was, even though he wasn't using, he was an alcoholic. And so
Yes.
while his celly was going and dipping in that, this fool was dipping as well to get the alcohol.
Yes, yes,
So we
and
kind of figured,
he had bought White Lightning from that night, and he threw a whole sack out there and didn't realize it because he was so drunk. And remember, I remember all that shit. And had actually bought a gram off of his celly, so he didn't have to dip into his shit. He had his own. You know, it was just a whole clusterfuck. But there you guys go, a little glimpse at how treacherous things can get. We're already 20 minutes in, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this one up. You got anything you want to add before we go?
yeah, like I said, I want to introduce merchandise and all that stuff. Like I said, we got this, we got all these homie dolls, Puerto Rican. This is the Rican dolls. We got the Joker dolls. We got spooky dolls, all homie dolls. You guys can check it out at Lowrider M-98. We're doing a bunch of stuff, and at the same time, we want to start doing the giveaways until I get monetized. So I'll start throwing my cash up out there. But I want to show you some of these authentic pieces that we have prints on. So this one was in Pelican Bay Shoe. You see it, Pelican Bay State Prison Security Housing Unit C3. This is an original piece. Look at that original piece that I did while I was in Pelican Bay shooting. This is all pastels, right? And check out this beautiful face, right? This is an original piece as well. We got prints. It was stuff that I was doing. This the stuff that really kept me from my a whole bunch of insanity that I could have probably stumbled across when I was busted. But and this one as well, where you can put your own pictures and stuff. You know,
Okay,
and
cool.
Lowrider magazine. Check it out from the '80s, 80, 81. We got a grip of them. I don't know about you, but you go back right into the times right here before when when Dubs was just a baby in diapers, right?
Yeah, in the 80s. I
That's
was
our
already
merch too,
banging.
bro.
Okay,
Necklaces,
cool.
you already know.
So there you go. You heard him. He said the link. Say the link one more time before we go.
That's gonna be Lowrider M-98. It's on eBay, and we got all the price ranges right there, so you guys can check them out.
I'm glad I had you repeat that because the first time you didn't say eBay. So it's on eBay. Check out eBay. Check out the merch. They got prints and other things. Support Robert on his channel. Go check out his channel. Like I said, he just did a video on me doing time with me. He actually has two videos of doing time with me. So there you have it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. We're out.
Stay free.